In this video demonstration, I'm going to show you how to cut out objects for your self-portrait as an object. So to begin with, we need to open up Adobe Photoshop and we need to create new because we need to start from a blank canvas style and it needs to be the correct measurements. So please do this step. Go to create new and some options will come up for what type of new document you want to make. You need to go across to print here. Choose print and you might need to look at all the presets and we need to choose the A4 style. Next, I want you to rename your preset detail. I want you to call it your last name and then self-portrait as objects. Okay, I want everybody to please do that. Last name, comma, first name, self-portrait as objects. It's very important that you are naming it so that it's relevant for you to be able to find easier. Then I want you to go down and make sure that your background is white. You must leave it as white for this just because it helps to not show up mistakes that you make. So once all of this is A4, you've renamed it and it's white, I want you to choose create. Okay, so this blank page should have shown up. You can keep it portrait style if you'd like, by the way, which I would recommend. So next we want to open up the images of objects that you have chosen that are relevant to you and that represent you symbolically. So I'm just going to open up some of the images that I have already just quickly happen to have already on my phone. These are all taken just from my iPhone. What is this, a 10? So we'll see how we go with these. I'm just opening all 4 at once and I should have 4 new tabs along the top. Awesome. So to cut these out, so here's my plant. I thought I might use these paintbrushes. It's my dog and a cupcake. Just for the moment, I'm just using like things I like to eat. My dog, and my dog is my animal. And paintbrushes shows my visual art stuff. So things that represent me. So to begin with, the tools panel we are going to go with, I might try this plant. This is what's in my classroom. I'm going to unlock it. So in the tools panel, we need to select the quick selection tool. So at the moment I have the eraser tool, which I don't want. So I'm going to go over to quick selection. And now you can see my size of my tool has gone smaller, but I might leave that at that size at the moment because it'll allow for detail. But if you'd like, you can make it smaller or bigger, depending on you. So now we're going to drag it over the areas that I want to actually select. I don't want the background. And it should select, it has kind of like this magic memory. It tries to predict what you want to cut out. So hopefully your image is nice and clear. See that my edges are a little bit blurry down here. So nice crisp edges make it easier to cut out as an FYI. So just slowly cutting this out and it'll kind of all join up. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully that's all going to collect. This is very riveting to watch. And I have a quick look around to see what I've missed. It looks okay. As you can see up here, I haven't quite gotten here to this little edge. So I'm going to make my brush, my tool smaller, nice and small one, and I'm going to see if I can grab it. All right, that pretty much worked. So now we have, it's grabbed too much. So what I actually need to do is go to my minus selection tool and it will unselect what you don't want. So you will need to use it at some point. And then we go back to the plus. And I'm going to try to grab this little bit here too. All right. So have a double check that you've got everything that you want. It depends. I don't know if I really want this bit here, so I might just do that and make it see-through there. Yeah, I might just undo that. Yeah, cool. So that looks pretty good so far. I think it's the best we'll do. Awesome. So what we're going to do now is we are going to then go to select. And what we might do is actually inverse it. So that means we will delete everything else behind the plant. So I'm just going to press delete. Awesome. Now I've done it this way because I want to make some changes on this before I actually put it onto my objects page. So it's a little bit easier to make changes on this page before we put it onto my blank canvas area. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm just going to deselect it. Awesome. So that is how we cut out an object, and in another video I will show you how to edit and put some cool filters on this.